Dunkers and Dunkettes. It's Wank Dunkin, No Vision Dunkin, and we're back with episode 2 of WWE 2K22 Realistic Universe Mode Friday Night SmackDown. If you missed the first episode, we crowned all of our champions. We had a bunch of 6-man matches, 6 women matches to crown all of our champions. So let me go ahead and show you what happened in the news as Rey Mysterio, the cover star of WWE 2K22, won the WWE Universal Championship in a 6-way. It was surprising. I like it. It's fitting that he's the cover star and he's our first Universal Champion. Asuka won the SmackDown Women's Championship in a 6 women's match. Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders, won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships in a triple threat tornado tag team match. And then Damien Priest won the WWE Intercontinental Championship, the IC Championship. So congratulations to all of our champions. But let's waste no more time and let's go over the card for this week. Now, MVP was the first person to qualify for the Money in the Bank match, and he actually defeated Keith Lee last week on last episode of SmackDown. But Keith Lee and him got into a little bit of a potential rivalry. So we want to see if things are going to brew even more there. So we're putting them in a rematch. Keith Lee trying to get revenge against MVP, but MVP has already qualified. He's in the Money in the Bank match, first person to qualify. This is just to continue their little rivalry that they got going on, see if Keith Lee can get a victory. And then the next match we have tonight is an interesting one. It's a 6-women tag team match, but the winning team will all qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So that means if Sasha, Lacey, and Sonya win this tag match, all 3 of them are going to Money in the Bank to represent SmackDown in the females Money in the Bank match, even though Alexa Bliss is already qualified on the Raw side. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. We will only need one more person from Raw. Or if Bianca Belair's team with Nikki ASH and Shayna Baszler, if they win, all 3 of them are going to Money in the Bank. So you have to rely on your teammates in this match, even though you guys are going to be possible opponents at Money in the Bank. I thought that was just a creative way to speed this up with the qualifying matches because Money in the Bank is next week. So, and then Ricochet and Sheamus, another Money in the Bank qualifying match. And I have to remind myself after this SmackDown episode to show you guys and simulate Saturday night's main event because these 2 actually met on the Saturday night's main event that I didn't include in last video. And they have like a little potential rivalry going on. So we're going to put it to the test and put it with the qualifying match. Rivalry and qualifying match. Ricochet versus Sheamus. Who's going to Money in the Bank? And then same thing with John Morrison and Damien Priest. Now, Damien Priest is the Intercontinental Champion. And I would love to see like the Intercontinental Champion in the Money in the Bank match, but he has to defeat John Morrison. So this is another qualifying match. And after tonight, we will have all 3 from SmackDown. We already have MVP qualified. We're going to see if Ricochet or Sheamus is going to qualify, and then John Morrison and Damian Priest. And that'll be it for the guys from SmackDown. And then the main event, another creative match that we got going on. It's going to be Finn Balor and AJ Styles, giving them Bullet Club vibes, going up against Drew McIntyre and Cesaro, the overseas team. Now, all 4 of these guys were in the match for the Universal Championship on the first episode in the 6-way with Rey Mysterio, the eventual winner, and Brock Lesnar. Now, kind of like this women's match where the winning team are going to Money in the Bank to participate in the Money in the Bank ladder match. In this tag team match, the winning team will face each other next week to determine who will face Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank. So if Finn Balor and AJ Styles win, they will fight next week to determine who's going to fight Rey Mysterio. And then if Drew McIntyre and Cesaro win, they will fight next week. and the winner will face Rey Mysterio. And that team is crazy because Drew McIntyre actually Claymore Cesaro was gonna win the match. Rey Mysterio came up from behind, threw him outside the ring, and just pinned Cesaro, taking the victory away from Drew McIntyre. So we'll see if they can coexist, because Cesaro got Claymored, and shout out to Cesaro. He got that big win over Walter on NXT UK. So he has his minds on other things. So he has a UK Championship match coming up soon, and he might even get a Universal Championship match soon. So let's waste no more time. And actually, let me just make sure that this 6 women's match is an actual tag team match, because now looking at it, I think I set it as a 6-way. Thought I did tag, but I didn't. So let's make that a tag match. Boom. It's a tag match. Save everything, and let's go ahead, waste no more time, and let's get on with the show.
And we are live with Friday Night SmackDown, ready to get things underway.
So we're kicking things off with the first Money in the Bank qualifier, MVP, in a rematch against Keith Lee. And this is one of the matches that we're actually going to watch. I thought about playing as Keith Lee, but I want to watch it. I want to see if he can do it on his own, get his revenge, or we want to see if MVP can continue his little winning streak heading into Money in the Bank. Damn, I miss MVP's old theme song. When he used to come out the little tunnel thing. But not a manager for the Hurt Business anymore. He's back being a singles competitor. Been a former U.S. champion before. Never won the big one. And he has a chance at Money in the Bank.
Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 259 pounds, MVP.
As a competitor, he captured the United States Championship. As a manager, he has led Bobby Lashley to the WWE Championship.
Corey Graves just took the words right out of my mouth. I just said the same shit. Former U.S. champion, former manager.
Tough upbringing, 9 years spent locked up. MVP is
Being a manager.
You don't let past failures define you, because now all he does is win. Bask in his glory.
And his opponent from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 320 pounds, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee is a different breed of human.
Yeah, a walking mixture of size, speed, strength, and attitude.
Missed out on his opportunity to go to Money in the Bank last week, but he can try to get some revenge against MVP. And just because he missed out on the opportunity to go to Money in the Bank does not mean that is it for Keith Lee. He can still become a future Universal Champion or IC Champion.
In the independent ranks before coming to WWE. Prepare to bask in his glory, Byron.
Fans on Keith Lee's side.
When you think of crafty veterans, there are a few people who come to mind more than Montavious Porter, better known as MVP.
MVP has dedicated this stage.
Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Locked in. Submission move here. Give up. No. Camel clutch. Great way to break it.
Trying to make MVP tap early, and Keith Lee is pissed off. He's pissed off about that loss to go to Money in the Bank.
A counter answered by another counter.
And he's giving it the MVP right now.
Overhead, belly to belly. And an answer for Lee. Big forearm. Look at this Northern Light suplex. Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly.
And now MVP trying to make Keith Lee tap out. I don't know what's up with all these submissions.
Find a way out of the camel clutch. That'll do it.
Everybody's like a submission artist in this universe mode.
How's that for a counter? Now Lee ragdoll to the outside.
Taking it to the outside. That's when he gets personal.
He's got a plan.
These guys are already in a potential rivalry.
That'll fillet your chest. And the glory of Keith Lee might have met its match.
MVP putting that in-ring know-how to good use, just outclassing his opponent in every way right now.
A lot of people are stunned when they see Keith Lee climb the ropes, but the truth is, he's totally at home atop the turnbuckles. How do you strategize for Lee's ability to take flight? If I were in there tonight, I'd do everything I can to
They're going back to the outside.
A man Lee's
So they're getting real personal
damage from high up.
between these two.
His size is very difficult to avoid. Keep this one on the mat and you might have a chance. Belly to belly suplex. That's just disrespect right there. I kind of like it. Stomping. Ouch. Able to reverse. A knee smash in the face. Setting foot in the ring now. Heads out of the ring. What's next? Fisherman suplex.
And Lee expected that.
Oh, look at the knee strikes.
Endless knee strikes.
And these two refuse to go back in the ring. They really got some real beef.
Short clothesline hits its
They must really got some real beef. I don't know what happened in the first match because we ended up simulating it.
their looks at this point. Their opponent is not messing around.
But these two can't stand each other.
Taken out with a big explosion.
And hell, if the Hurt Business was still a thing in this realistic universe mode, I would think Keith Lee would be a great candidate to join the Hurt Business.
He's testing fate here.
And MVP might win by countout. And he doesn't care about taking a countout victory. He's not even trying to break up the count. Keith Lee barely making it in.
Wow, so close. Just unloading knees to the body. Oh, right to the kidneys. MVP looking for it. Drive by. Good night, Keith Lee.
And that might be it.
He kicks out somehow.
Wow, Lee is still in this.
Yeah, but for how much longer, Saxton? What's the tally on how many times we thought this match was coming to an end? I can't count anymore.
Ballin'.
MVP practicing what he preaches, getting it done like clockwork.
And Keith Lee reverses.
That could be the trigger for Lee to battle his way
That
back.
probably was it if he got hit with that playmaker.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Oh, he retaliates.
Fans trying to rally behind Keith Lee, get him back in the match. He's feeding off the crowd.
So far, you cannot question the lengths these superstars are willing to go.
The limits of physical exhaustion are being surpassed at this point.
Letting the Bearcat loose.
To put the final exclamation here. Keith Lee looking to finish this.
And that might be it.
All Keith Lee. 2. Wow, just barely making it out. Wow, looks like this book has a couple more chapters.
That was a nice little comeback from Keith Lee. Fans getting behind him. He turned up.
Keith Lee still hasn't closed the book on this match.
Keith Lee's opponent being forced to bask in the glory of that.
And this is trouble for MVP, for Montel Vontavious Porter. As he reverses it. Keith Lee with a reverse.
MVP is wavering here.
MVP has to
Big man going to the top. He's athletic.
He's looking completely lost.
He wants an MVP up on his feet.
Up high. Going all toss into the wind.
MVP has been taking an enormous amount of abuse in this match.
No question, Lee has what it takes.
He really is. He really is, Michael.
And listen to this place. It's deafening in here, Michael.
Big punch finds its mark. Elevated. Momentum shift for Keith Lee here. Bask in the glory of his...
Keith Lee has taken over this match.
Keith Lee.
And just like that, that might be all she wrote.
MVP.
2 count. Are you kidding me? Within inches of victory, only to have it snatched away.
This match just keeps getting more and more exciting.
This match might be match of the week. MVP kicking out twice. He was dominating the first half of the match. Then the fans started to get behind Keith Lee, and he started dominating the match. But MVP won't give in.
Get himself out of jeopardy.
And now this match can go either way. But,
Just finish this. 2. Oh, he just kicked out.
and now Keith Lee kicks out.
To stay alive, to continue fighting. Man, it might be time for a change of strategy. His best move didn't get the job done.
You would think this match was another Money in the Bank qualifying match. But MVP balling again.
Danger here.
Trying to hit his finisher one more time. And I don't think Keith is kicking out of this one. Hell of a match from both of them. But at the end, MVP continuing his quest
Great win for this
to become Universal Champion.
incredible victory.
Hard-fought matchup, and it looks like, yeah, I like that.
That might be a trick.
Respect.
Maybe not.
And Keith Lee,
Loser.
not happy. And what's crazy is MVP is the heel. Keith Lee is a babyface. Is that like a heel turn from Keith Lee? But it also could have been a trap from MVP. He can't be trusted. So, 4.5 star match. Probably match of the week. MVP gets another W as he is going to Money in the Bank to try to become the Money in the Bank winner. And then which 3 women will represent SmackDown in the females Money in the Bank match? Will it be Sasha, Lacey, and Sonya? Or will it be Bianca, Nikki, and Shayna? Let's find out. Y'all know who I'm rooting for. But we're going to random it as Bianca, Nikki ASH, and Shayna Baszler are going to the Money in the Bank match along with Alexa Bliss from Raw and Rhea Ripley from Raw. One more woman to be determined from the Raw side. But those 3, congratulations. You are in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then another Money in the Bank qualifier as we have Ricochet and Sheamus, who battled out on Saturday night's main event, potential rivalry, but now they're in a qualifying match. Let's see who wins this one. Because I think Sheamus won the main event match. Sheamus wins again, defeating Ricochet, and Sheamus is going to Money in the Bank. He's already won it before, cashed it in successfully, and now the second match that we'll be watching, John Morrison going up against the IC champion, Damien Priest, who will be the final entrant for the Money in the Bank ladder match on the SmackDown side. Johnny Drip Drip or Damien? I would love for it to be my boy John Morrison. I actually worked for his grandma. It's the server. I actually got a chance to meet John Morrison, take a picture with him. So I would love for Johnny Drip Drip to go to Money in the Bank, possibly win the whole damn thing, and become a world champion. But at the same time, Damien Priest, Intercontinental Champion, trying to add the Universal Championship to his collection.
John Morrison.
Well, he has attained success in and out of WWE. He's come a long, long way from Tough Enough nearly 2 decades ago.
Broke through barriers and the stratosphere. Morrison makes the impossible look effortless.
Beautiful to watch, but extremely painful to experience. The guru of greatness is ready for action. The Archer of Infamy, ready to shoot fire. Time for battle, time for reckoning.
And his opponent from New York, New York, weighing in at 249 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Damien Priest.
Another thing, not only of John Morrison, if he beats Damien Priest to qualify for the Money in the Bank, he would have also defeated the Intercontinental Champion. Johnny, I don't know why I keep calling him Johnny Drip Drip, is a former Intercontinental Champion. So if he beats Damien Priest to qualify, he might also get a future Intercontinental Championship match.
Unchecked rage, ready to attack at will. He'll shut you down, and in the end, he will turn out your lights.
Fans chant for John Morrison, even though he's the heel. Priest is the babyface. But we are in Cali. I think that's where John Morrison is from. So hometown hero tonight.
Morrison will use every inch of his surroundings to his advantage here.
And combined with the years he's been away from WWE, honing his craft, learning new styles from all over the world, you never quite know what you're going to see from Morrison.
And here we have a man familiar with fighting to the top. Damien Priest spent many years on the independents, proving that he had what it takes. Since arriving in WWE, that drive and passion has not softened.
The Archer of Infamy rarely misses his mark, but if he does, his opponent better be ready to seize that moment because it won't last long.
When facing an opponent like Damien Priest, it seems like the cards are stacked against you from the start. Corey, how can an opponent even the deck?
This isn't a poker game, Cole. Priest's MO is to slow things to his pace. His opponent needs to disrupt that pace and set their own tempo.
Man, what a slam.
Making that shoulder a priority.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already.
He's going for it all. Soaring. And a lot of momentum now on Morrison's side.
There it is, setting your own tempo. Priest needs to slow this down and turn the tables.
What a punch. Priest gets countered.
kick right to the ribs. And there's more to come. Brain buster.
And the veteran, John Morrison, giving it to Damien Priest.
On full display right there. Nobody does it like the Prince of Parkour.
Kick to the ear by Johnny Drip Drip, and we are all...
And this might be it. Starship Pain.
That could bring an end to Priest. Cover. 2 count. Kick out.
I thought that was it.
Can you imagine how much escaping that pin must have cost him?
I can. These are the moments where you really find out how tough you are.
I've lost count of how many times this match should have ended by now.
That would have you walking funny.
He could be looking for a submission here.
Trying to pull it on, trying to maneuver out. Dropping bombs right now. It escapes.
Oh, Morrison manages to counter. The springboard attack fails to land. Here comes an atomic drop.
Enough already.
Party's over.
Priest ended.
Damn, that was nasty.
Is it enough? The cover.
Now trampling the opposition.
Catapulting down on the opponent.
We're going to take a trip south of heaven. There's the evidence that Priest's actions are always going to speak louder than his words.
Nice move from Morrison. Looked like it was it for him.
Taking things over their own limits. Holding the shoulder hostage now.
Going way up high.
Flying.
That one fails to land.
Missed the mark.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
And he has an answer for Priest. Well-placed kick.
Both wrists captured.
For the win. 2. Got the shoulder up in the last possible moment.
Don't turn out the lights just yet.
Shifts it back onto him.
Party's over.
And that might be it right there. Damien staying resilient, able to hit his finisher again. 1, 2, 3. That's it for Johnny Drip Drip, the Intercontinental Champion. Damien Priest is going to Money in the Bank. As we get another cutscene. First, we weren't getting cutscenes. We've had like 3 straight.
I'm completely shocked right now.
Yeah, look at his opponent.
I don't shake his hand. He just beat you.
There's a great
Oh,
blow.
That's better.
How embarrassing.
Last man standing. That's what it's all about.
That was a great match, too.
did we just get like a double turn? Earlier we had Keith Lee, who was a babyface, MVP the bad guy. MVP tried to shake Keith Lee's hand, and Keith Lee didn't want nothing to do with it. And now we get, well, John Morrison was already a bad guy. But you know what I'm trying to say. John Morrison doing heelish things as a heel, but then Keith Lee doing heelish things as a babyface. I don't know what the hell's going on, but he low-blowed Damien Priest, pissed off that he's not going to Money in the Bank, pissed off that he probably won't be getting a future Intercontinental Championship match, but maybe that low blow might be his ticket at getting an Intercontinental Championship match, because you know Damien Priest is going to want his head again. But at the end of the day, Damien Priest, the IC champion, is going to Money in the Bank. And now the main event, Bullet Club leaders, AJ Styles and Finn Balor, against the Scottish Warrior and the Swiss Cyborg. The winners will face each other next week in the number 1 contenders match to go on to Money in the Bank to face Rey Mysterio for the Universal Championship. I kind of want Drew to win this because he would have won the title if it wasn't for Rey Mysterio coming from behind. You know he wants another shot at Rey Mysterio. And he kicks Cesaro's head off, which was the winning pinfall. and now he has the team with him. So, simulating this match, the winner, who will face each other next week, will be AJ Styles and Finn Balor. One of those guys will face Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank. That was a hell of a SmackDown show. And now, my promise, we will be showing the simulation matches for main event, but going over what happened on SmackDown, MVP. Probably a double turn. MVP, is he the babyface now? Is Keith Lee the heel now because he can't beat MVP and it pushed him over the edge? I don't know, but MVP is going to Money in the Bank. Bianca, Nikki ASH, and Shayna Baszler are all going to Money in the Bank, along with Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley from Raw, and one more woman from Raw to be determined. Ricochet lost to Sheamus. Sheamus going to Money in the Bank. He's won it before. He's a veteran in the match. And then Damien Priest, you saw it, Intercontinental Champion, trying to add Money in the Bank and hopefully a Universal or WWE Championship match, whatever title they decide to go for. And Finn Balor and AJ Styles are going one-on-one next week to see who faces Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank. But let's go ahead to the next show, as that's going to do it for SmackDown. As the next show I want to show you guys is Saturday night's main event. We're not playing any matches. We're not watching any matches. Just going to simulate the three matches. As Big E and Sammy, they faced each other last main event where we just simulated it. I think Big E won, but they're actually in a potential rivalry too. And they're both on Raw, so if Sammy wins, he might get a U.S. title shot. Alexa Bliss and Bayley, you know, they've been going at it, qualifying matches. And Ricochet and Riddle, they're on two different shows. So what we're going to do is edit this match, and we can do another Karrion Kross versus Riddle rematch. Be a rematch from Raw. And then we'll just go ahead, save that card, and then just simulate the matches as Karrion Kross beats Riddle again. Bayley beats Alexa Bliss, so Bayley is actually up 2. And then Big E beats Sami Zayn again. But that'll wrap it up for SmackDown Episode 2. We determined all of our SmackDown men and women Money in the Bank qualifiers. We still have one more female from Raw to qualify. And we have Finn Balor going up against AJ Styles to determine the number 1 contender for Rey Mysterio's WWE Universal Championship. But that'll wrap it up for episode 2 of SmackDown. You saw a little bit of main event. Finally, didn't skip over it. Until the next episode, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Peace out. Dunk Squad.